starting to creep up now that the weather's starting to get a little warmer, and it's really expensive to have a wedding. So brides, a great way to cut your costs is by DIYing some of the things for your big day. And something that's really easy to DIY is the little wedding favors that you give out at the end of the night to all of your guests. So I've got 2 ideas for you that are really simple, fun, and they're kind of cute too. Perfect for a spring or summer wedding.
So starting with my birdseed favor, of course you'll need some birdseed, flour, some unflavored gelatin. I've got honey, also some cookie cutters. You will need some measuring spoons, a bowl, and a flat sheet to put it all on. So this is a half recipe that I'm showing you. I will leave the full recipe below, but essentially I'm putting in 1/3 cup of flour. I've got half a package of gelatin. Again, I'm just using a half recipe here to show you. 1.5 teaspoons of honey. The recipe I saw did call for cornstarch, but I figure honey works just the same. And then I'm adding 2 cups of birdseed and also 1/4 cup of water. So mix that all together. It is going to start to get sticky, which is what we want. So this will all stick together. And once your mixture is finally all mixed together, grab that cookie sheet, put some tin foil down, and then grab your cookie cutter. Ideally, I would have had a heart-shaped cookie cutter. I just couldn't find one. So you're going to fill your cookie cutter with the mixture and press it down as firmly as possible. You want this to stick together. Take a wooden skewer, and then we're going to just get a nice hole all the way through that birdseed. So then you're going to gently pop it out of your cookie cutter and just basically repeat the same process with all of your mixture. I want to say I probably could have made around 20 of these with just the half recipe that I had. So you can set those aside and let them rest overnight. For our flour seed bombs, we're going to just have some random seeds. I've also got scrap paper, cookie cutters again, and a strainer and a blender. I'm using my magic bullet. I'm just ripping up a bunch of that scrap paper here and putting it into my magic bullet, which works great because I'm just showing you a small version here. Don't ask why I tried to blend it with no water in it. Add some water, and as you can see, it works a whole lot better. So grab a bowl and put your strainer on over top. We're going to dump that mixture in there, and it looks absolutely disgusting, but you're going to squeeze out all of the water out of that mixture. So once you've squeezed it out as much as possible, still keep it a little bit damp at this point. We're going to rip open our bag of seeds. I've just got some wildflowers mixed in here, and then you're going to mash that into this paper ball that we have, the paper mush here. Now you can do it on an individual basis. I just did it with my entire mixture to show you. Again, going back with that cookie cutter, and we are just going to put a little bit of that mixture in and press it down as firmly as possible. You really don't need a lot for these, so you can put that little hole in again with the skewer and gently pop it out of the cookie cutter. I was able to make 4 little flour bombs with that small amount that you saw in my hand. And once you're done, you want to go back and take some paper towel and kind of press down on all of these and squeeze out as much as water as possible. You really don't want the seeds to germinate while these are drying overnight. And again, I just went back to make sure that those holes were evident so we can put the tags on them. So that's what I'm making here. I just printed them off on my computer with some cardstock, fake names here and a wedding date. And for the flower seed bombs, I added the little saying, "Plant me and watch love grow." So I'm just putting these together, popping some holes in the tags, stringing them through, and doing that with some twine that I had. And that's pretty much all there is to it.
To make. It really just depends on how many people you've invited to your wedding, because you might end up having to make a couple hundred of these. But don't get overwhelmed. That's what your wedding party is for. Invite them over for the afternoon, have some drinks, and they will help you make all of them. If you enjoyed this DIY, let me know, give me a like, and feel free to share it with your friends. If you do try it out for yourself, send me some photos. I'd love to see how it turns out. All you have to do is follow me on Instagram and on Twitter @JanelleSteeper and use the hashtag toDIYfor. If you want to see some more wedding DIYs, also feel free to let me know in the comments below, maybe some other ideas you'd like to see me try. I probably will be doing some more wedding DIYs. My younger brother is getting married later this summer, so I do plan on doing a couple more wedding related DIYs down the road. Don't forget to subscribe. Next Wednesday I'll be back with a new DIY. Cheers! Whew, running out of breath. Yeah. Talking too fast.